So the reason I bring that up is people are very, very vocal about how they want LA Knight to be the U.S. champion, or they want him to, be this champion now. And what I say to them is, look at him on what he's done in WWE. Is he a believable world champion? The guy in the ring has been basically jobbed out for months. All of a sudden now, over the last month or so, they're starting to build him up a little bit. So what I think is going to happen is they want to get LA Knight to the point where he is a believable world champion. So it's going to take some time. And I know it's hard to be patient, but that's why putting him in a feud with someone like The Miz is a great idea. Because The Miz really hasn't had much to do. He'd be great with LA Knight on the mic, in the ring. It'll be a victory for LA Knight to help him, gain a little momentum in the ring. But to be a world champion, you have to be a believable world champion. And that means you got to have a lot of wins under your belt. It means you have to be red hot in the ring. So I think for LA Knight fans out there, just be patient. I know it's hard, but he's undoubtedly on that path now to where they're going to make him look strong. And eventually I believe that they'll be in that main event.
Well, and we talked about this too, because there's a lot of comparisons to his rise and people caring and cheering for him to like Zack Ryder when Zack Ryder was doing his Long Island Iced Z, and basically because of the internet and his interactions and stuff, it rose him. Obviously it's different. However, the WWE went kind of full throttle with him. Immediately made him US champ, and then he flopped because people were just so satisfied with the fact that he finally became champion, but it hadn't been that long. And so we've talked about that with LA Knight, that you have to kind of be careful, because you don't want to go all in so quickly that then people have nothing to want to see or to cheer for, because okay, well, he became champion, now what? It's
Exactly.
We even talked about it with Cody Rhodes. People wanted him to become champion at Mania. Maybe he should have, maybe he shouldn't have. But the whole point of his return was to come back. And if he comes back and in his first big match, he becomes champion, well, then what are we cheering for afterwards? It's not exciting anymore.
And you hit the nail on the head. You win a championship, great. Then what?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
Look, everybody wants LA Knight to be the U.S. champion or whatever they want, but then what? What happens after that? You have to continue to build this guy with as much momentum as he is right now, and fans are craving to see him win. Just let it ride slowly. And that's exactly what I think they're going to do. We would have loved to have saw him win Money in the Bank. Looking back at it now, I think it was a pretty good decision that he didn't win it.
Yeah, I think it gets people behind him more. You know? Yeah. And who they went with, I think, made sense. When I was doing my picks, I said it was going to be LA Knight or Damian Priest. That's who made the most sense to me. And I was coming up with reasons why it made sense. And when I was thinking about it, it's LA Knight, because I love him. I want him to win. I want him to be successful. This would be a great thing. But then I was but adding that briefcase to the Judgment Day is a plethora of storylines that they can go with. So it made more sense, even if my heart was I want it to be LA Knight. It was no, okay, my head is telling me it's Damian. And then obviously from Money in the Bank till now, it's imagine how different it would be if he had won. Look at what happened with Austin Theory when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. It didn't go well. So
they did nothing with it. Nothing. It helped nobody.
That did more harm than good.